Hello, this week I'm looking at use it or lose it as part of our my year group for journaling and art. So what I'll be doing is just having a chat and giving my thoughts on this subject rather than art demonstration. So I've been thinking about this particular theme, and the first thing that came to my mind is use it or lose it. Why have equipment that you're not using? If you're not using it, move it on to someone else who might use it. We're trying this month to be more focused with budget friendly. So don't be getting equipment that you're more than likely only ever going to use once and then never use again. Try and be a bit more thoughtful about how much you're going to use that particular piece of equipment. If you do have equipment and it's starting to clutter up, which many artists do have, then try and move it on elsewhere to someone if you're not using it. That were my first thoughts with regards to it. But with regards use it or lose it, we can learn a particular skill and then not use it for a while, and then when it comes to actually doing it, we've maybe forgot the principles that are based around it. So how can we keep using these skills and keep them fresh in our mind so that when we do need to use them, we've got them there ready? Well, my solution is have a little sketchbook or a little journaling book that you can practice these particular kinds of principles, not specific pieces of artwork that take hours, just basic pieces of art that help remind you of how that particular type of style or drawing or painting or whatever art it is, how that's actually done. That will then keep your mind fresh and help you to be able to bring it back to mind. With regards to use it or lose it and reminding yourself of the skills that you've learnt, why not make yourself a schedule of doing a particular style or art form and schedule yourself to cycle round that occasionally? And like I say, it doesn't have to be a major artwork. It can be just little bits of drawing and things like that. I'll show you an example of what I mean. This is a piece of scrap paper, if you can see that. And what I've been doing is the same repetitive piece of artwork, and I've been practicing different types of perspective and viewpoints to remind me of how you can alter and change perspective in a painting to make it more interesting. So I do that occasionally, even though it's not a painting and people won't see it, so it keeps it fresh in my mind. And you can do that with a lot of different art forms and creative crafts that we look at this group. Also, to help you with remembering these things, why not, when you're learning these principles and skills, make a written journal of the step-by-step processes? You later then can refer back to these things, and this will help you to remember the particular skill that you learnt earlier. That's another tip, that you could keep a written journal. A good practical example of what I'm talking about is a swatch. For example, these are paints that I intend on using. They have the actual thing itself, the company it's made by, and the name of the paint itself. I can use this to refer to, because I forget half of the time when I'm doing videos what paint's what and who they're made by and all the other technical details. So that is a good practical example of putting something down on paper so that you can remind yourself later on. So that's my thoughts on the subject of use it or lose it. I may put some bits of art up that are representative of that throughout the rest of the week. So watch out for that. Thank you for watching the video, and thank you for supporting the group as well. Bye.